Welcome back to Timeless Recollections. I'm Cindy.
And I'm Stacy.
We're here again, and we're going to share some memories. And Stacy's about to take me down a road that I don't know about, but but anyway, I guess we're going. This is going to be, I guess, entitled "Childhood Games." I don't know. So anyway, there's this one thing we used to do when we were kids, and she's going to tell you what it is.
Well, it's kind of a clapping game, but it's called Eeny Meeny Gypsalini. And I've mentally done it in my head to try to get back familiar with it. Cindy don't know if she'll remember, but I think she will. I think it's going to come back. I think it's going to be like riding a bike. So here we go. Ready? Well, you got it. 1, 2, 3. Eeny, meeny, gypsalini, ooga, armanini, achi, kachi, liberace, I love you, baby, soon, boom, boom.
Saw your boyfriend
last
night.
I don't remember that part.
And I don't remember after that.
Oh my gosh.
Yep. See? I
didn't remember there was another. I thought it just ended with soon, boom, boom.
No.
But now that you say that.
Saw your boyfriend last night.
Wow.
What's the rest of it?
I don't know.
It probably rhymes with night.
Probably so.
Now, I have a feeling it has something to do with they were with another
girl?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Anyway.
Huh.
So,
well, you remember better than me.
Anyway, so like when we were kids, though, when we were kids was back in the day where kids really, really played outside. And so there was a bunch of kids on our street that we grew up on, and we was always outside playing some sort of game. It was maybe swinging statues or freeze tag or red light or red rover or
throw behind football or wiffle ball
or even
frisbee in the street. That's not a game. We just played frisbee in the street. There wasn't a game called frisbee in the street. Rock school, hopscotch,
rock school,
Mother May I.
Yep, and then there was horse. We played horse.
Well,
sometimes.
I didn't. Cindy did. I didn't. I was never have been good at basketball. Couldn't never make a basket to save my life. I might could do it with a granny shot, but
four-corner chase, kickball. That's what I was thinking about, kickball. Probably sometimes even badminton, but maybe not quite so much neighborhood kids. It's just our family.
I do seem to recall it. One time Jean and them had a badminton net in their front yard.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
And Mama sometimes would set badminton up in the front yard. Mostly she did in the backyard. Croquet.
Oh, yeah, I loved croquet. We didn't get to play that enough. But that was fun. It was interesting because of the mallets and the little wickets and the wooden balls. And which kind of reminds me, you remember, this has got nothing to do with an outdoor game, but do you remember those clackers? They were like plastic balls on a string, and you just clacked them together.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm. So,
I think one of the kids got one of those, like, for a party favor.
Yeah.
Recently. They would, like, they spun, like...
No, these didn't spin. They just, it was a string, and you just clacked them. But... So I had a pogo stick.
Yeah.
And I had lemon twist.
We both had lemon
I
twist.
figured I was fixing to ask you that.
I forgot. That was fun.
That was fun.
How do we forget hula hooping?
Mama was queen of hula hoop.
Yeah, Mama.
She could do that. Gosh, into her 60s probably.
Well,
I know into her 50s.
she died when she turned 60, so she died a few months after her 60th birthday. So
What year she died? 2009.
she was 60 in October of 2008.
Okay.
So not really. I mean, she
Well,
probably could have done it the day she died.
Yeah. But and then, you know, she also instilled the love of that in Lauren.
Yeah.
And Lauren won several hula hoop contests at her school when they had field day. So
Well, and Mama won a hula hoop contest at the Southern Women's Show one year in Birmingham. Also, if I'm not mistaken, and I would have to ask Crystal this, but I'm thinking that Crystal had some kind of class. It might not have been a whole class. It might have been like a choir, a field trip, like when she was in middle school or maybe older elementary school at Six Flags. And I'm thinking Mama went with her. And I think Mama did some hula hooping. Like, you know how they have those pavilions where they have the shows at Six Flags?
yeah.
I'm not talking about like the little theaters where you go, but the outdoor pavilions. I want to say they were doing one. I want to say they come home and tell me that they were doing one, and Mama either got up there and was doing it, or maybe even won it. I don't know. I have to ask Crystal. But yeah, Mama kept a hula hoop at work.
Yeah, because it was good.
She would go in an
she would do
empty
it for
conference room and
exercise.
do it for exercise on her breaks and stuff.
That's one thing Mama was pretty good about, was she would exercise. Even, I mean, she seemed to exercise more than I think me or you would.
She was more consistent over her life.
Yes.
We will get on. I mean, I won't say she exercised every day, and it's not like she went jogging.
She would do just like everyday fun things, which I guess to some degree sometimes when I'll put on some fast music and dance, that's kind of what I'll consider time of exercise for me, which I just do it really, the dance, for fun, but then I'm like, well, this is good exercise.
But let's see. You gotta think, we were talking about all these different childhood games, and we can, if anybody wants to know how some of them are played, because we named off a whole lot. We didn't go into detail, but you can feel free to ask. Let's see.
What was your favorite childhood game we played outside with our neighborhood kids?
Well, I like swinging statues.
That's what I was going to say my favorite would be.
But that was older kids swinging us around and us holding our pose as we landed.
Yeah.
But also, as far as the more sporty, I preferred kickball, because I could at least kick a ball rolling to me, whereas in wiffle ball, I couldn't hit. Wiffle ball, softball, baseball.
I would say
I couldn't hit. I couldn't shoot a basketball. I didn't mind throw behind, but I wasn't great at it. But anyway.
what?
Oh, you were going to say something?
I would say that swinging statues was probably my favorite. Frisbee, I really like frisbee, and I would probably play frisbee today, if it didn't hurt a body part. Because
The things you can strain easily as an old person. I have to tell you one thing. I was getting ready to go Monday I need to go to Dollar General just to get a couple of things. And Aurora saw me in the bathroom brushing my hair and getting. She said, "Are you going somewhere?" I said, "Yeah, I need to go to the store." She said, "Oh, and they're gonna think you look old." I said, "Why?" She said, "'Cause you are old." So,
badminton would probably be like my other.
yeah.
I really wish our front yard, I think, would be that we're at the house we're at now would be amazing for badminton, but I don't think I could play anymore with the way my knees and legs are.
Hey, and we didn't play this.
Probably break something.
We didn't play it much in the neighborhood, but at school, I think one time Mama bought a set that had badminton in it, but it also had a volleyball. It was used a badminton net for volleyball. I liked volleyball, and I was pretty good at volleyball.
Didn't I play at the school? Like, didn't I play at Catherwood?
Like on a team? Like
Yeah.
Competitively?
I think I
I
did.
don't know.
I think I did. I think I remember being there at night playing volleyball.
Well, I remember there was some lock-ins we went to as youth that had volleyball court, like
No,
some
I'm talking
churches.
about at Catherwood.
I don't know. You was a cheerleader.
Well, I know I was
So
a
you would-
cheerleader.
With him a long cheerleading skirt.
And the cow neck.
But let's see.
Back then I was like much, much smaller, and I was usually the top of the pyramid when we do the pyramid.
I was probably never fat as a kid, but I was never. I was on the skinnier side. But Cindy, like Crystal.
Bony.
Which, well, Crystal, I used to say she was arms, legs, hair, and mouth.
Well, it's just the unfortunate downside of an autoimmune disorder. So,
just being older.
no, I mean, I've had this autoimmune disorder for 30 years. Gained weight gradually every year.
There have been times in my life where I actively tried to lose weight. And times in my life, like when I was on the medication that made me lose weight. That's the skinniest I've been as an adult, was when I was on that Topamax for my migraines. But I give in. It's not even that I eat a lot.
Yeah.
I just don't eat things that are conducive to weight loss. Because groceries are expensive.
I can.
And the things that you should eat to lose weight are even more expensive.
Yeah, they are. My biggest thing about all that is that it's not so much, because I can get through the place that I order groceries from. I could buy groceries fairly inexpensively, but my biggest thing now is the time that it takes to prep the food. Because if I don't go ahead and prep it like on a Sunday before the week, I'm not going to do it during the week because I'm working, and then I'm tired when I get home from work, and then I got to cook supper, and then it's like
it's very easy to rely on.
Well, my go-to is fast food because, which is the worst.
When you don't have kids at home, it's definitely it's hard to cook for two people or one person.
Yeah.
When you don't have kids you're cooking for, it's very easy to fall back on the fast food or the convenience food traps. But anyway, we're
As usual, we started on one topic and got
well.
off.
But you know what? That's us. That's life. That's who we are. So, I guess that's all for this one. We will see you next time.